everyone. I hope you are doing well. And this is your teacher, Abu Musa, and I thank you for joining this online lesson, which is for my first year baccalaureate students. So today we have a lesson, and the lesson is in unit number 8, our cultural heritage. So, as the title of this unit suggests, it's all about culture. So, when we talk about culture, we talk about different aspects of culture, and one of these aspects is traditions and celebrations. So, in today's lesson, we will read a text, and I think you need, if you want, you can take your text box and go to page 110. If you don't have the book, for students who don't have the textbook, take it to English. It's fine. You have the text in this presentation. So, those who have the textbook, please, I refer you to page 110. So, we are going to read about a celebration that takes place every year in Morocco, exactly in a small town in the middle province, which is Imilchil. So, but before we read the text, let's do this exercise. Number 1. You have it in page 110. You have the question: study the following words and say what they have in common. So you have a list of words and you have to answer this question: what do they have in common? So I decided to explain these words using pictures to make it easy for you to understand. So let's start with the first picture. So, ring. So if you are following in the textbook, you have the first word is ring. So as you can see, this is a picture of a ring. Picture 2, you have bride. Bride is a woman who has just got married or about to be married. So bride is for the woman, and you have the groom. Groom, or we say bridegroom, is the man who has just got married or about to get married. The next word is dowry. As you can see in the picture, you have a bride and a groom and standing on bills of money. So it means that dowry is a sum of money. It can be not just money, it can be a gift, hadiya, or sometimes property that is given to the bride by the groom. Okay? In Darija, or in Arabic, it's al-mahr. The next word is kuhl. So I think you know this one. So kuhl is a preparation that is used by women to make the eyelids. Can you see the eyelids? It's the edges of the eye. They use it, of course, to make the eyelids or the edges of the eye have the black color or to be dark. We say to darken the edges of the eye. The next word is henna. You know henna, so you can see this is the plant, henna plant, okay, and this is the powder, henna powder. So henna, you know it is used or it is applied to the hands or feet of a woman, of course, and when it is washed off, like this one, when it is washed off, it leaves beautiful patterns on the hand or on the foot. The next word is engagement. Engagement, there is another word for this, or another synonym for this word, which is betrothal. betrothal, which means a promise to get married to a person. وعد بالزواج أو الخطبة. The next word is golden. The word that you have in your textbook is golden. Golden, this is an adjective, and it is derived from the noun gold. What is gold? Gold, it's this yellow metal. So for example, to make it easy for you to understand, I have this picture in which you have two rings. One is yellow, which is the golden ring, and one is let's say white. So this metal here is gold, الذهب, and golden is the adjective, ذهبي أو مصنوع من الذهب, and you have silver, الفضة. The next word is jewelry or jewelries. Jewelries are accessories that are used by women for يعني للزينة, for ornament or adornment. ADORNMENT. This is the word. Adornment, يعني الزينة. It can include a necklace that is put around the neck. As you can see, this is a necklace. And a bracelet. And this one is the bracelet. And sometimes earrings. Can you see earrings? This is what we mean by jewelry, المجوهرات. The last word that you have is kaftan. Kaftan is a gown or a garment that is used, of course, by women, that is worn by women, and it has long sleeves, okay? And people or women wear this kaftan when there is a marriage ceremony. So I know you know this word, of course. Let's move to the next. Oh no, this is the question that you have in exercise 1. What do these pictures, in your opinion, have in common? Of course, you would say, when you talk about a ring, a henna, كحل, bridegroom, of course we are talking about wedding ceremony or marriage, العرس أو الزفاف. Good. So you have another question. Do you think that marriage parties are celebrated the same way as in the past? What do you think? What is your opinion? So I think, in my opinion, I think people, of course, do not celebrate their marriage parties the same way as in the past, because there are a lot of changes and differences in the way they celebrate, the way they prepare for the ceremony, and also the duration. So we have a lot of differences. We're not going to talk about that. Let's just talk about one, which is the duration. So in the past, people used to take their time to celebrate, to invite all the people they know, and they of course have fun and enjoy, and it lasts. The marriage can last for 1 week. But nowadays, in the present time, sorry, in the present time now, people, they can have or they can celebrate their marriage in day 1 day or so. Sometimes it can be 2 days, okay, if possible. But most people nowadays, they have or they celebrate for 1 day and it's over. Everyone goes back to their homes. Good. So now let's move to the section of read the text. So you have an exercise. So you have to read the text. I will be showing the text in the next slide. I want you to read the text and choose the correct answer. So we have here 3 options, A, B, C. So the question is, what is the purpose, يعني الغرض ولا الهدف? What is the purpose of the writer of the text you have in page 110? Is it to describe تسليت and إسلي lakes, البحيرات ولا البحيرة ديال إسلي وتسليت? Is it to describe وصف the wedding ceremonies in Morocco, or to describe the wedding ceremonies in Imilchil? So now let's move to the text. So this is the text. If you have the textbook, if you can't see this one, if it is not clear, you can follow with me in your textbooks. So the first time you read, it's going to be quick. It's just to find the answer of the question. So I'm going to read for you, but if I prefer you stop the video and read the text quickly. Okay, it's like scanning, and choose the correct answer. So I'm going to read for you and of course see the purpose of the writer. Yalla, please follow with me. Marriage ceremony in Imilchil. The Imilchil marriage ceremony takes place in the Atlas Mountains every year. 2 main Amazigh tribes participate in the festival, the Ait Uzza and the Ait Hadiddu. Hundreds of young men and women meet and marry at the 3-day event. Because the villages are snowbound for most of the year, the festival offers an occasion for trading, amusement, and matrimony. Henna, a reddish-brown organic dye, is applied to the bride's hands and feet before the wedding to ward off the evil eye. A tray is kept next to the bride with a sugar loaf, 2 raw eggs, and some perfume. On the next day, the dried henna is washed off, leaving beautiful patterns which last for up to 6 weeks. Hospitality is very important to Moroccans. A host traditionally welcomes guests by offering them milk and dates. During the wedding ceremony, the bride and groom share a bowl of milk and feed each other dates, thus symbolically becoming both guest and host for each other. On the third day of the festivities, all the newly married couples must go to the lakes Isli and Tislit for a traditional visit. It is believed that long ago a young man married a young girl whose parents did not approve. The couple ran away and cried all night, and their tears created the two lakes. Now that we have read the text, let's go back to the exercise. So, the answer to this question, or of this question, is the purpose of the writer is to, of course, describe the wedding ceremonies in Imilchil. So the text is talking about and describing how people celebrate and traditions. So it's all about marriage in Imilchil. Now let's move to exercise 2. What do you have? You have to reread the text, and now you will take your time and match the ideas you have in this chart with the corresponding paragraphs. So in the text you have, of course, 4 paragraphs. So I want you please to read the text and take your time and try to match these ideas A, B, C, D to the corresponding paragraphs. You can go back to your textbook if you have the book, of course. Otherwise, if you don't have it, let's go back to the text here. This is the text. So let me first explain the ideas. So the first one, you have the traditions related to marriage in Imilchil. So which paragraph is talking about the traditions related to marriage in Imilchil? العادات أو التقاليد المتعلقة بالزفاف أو العرس في إميلشيل. B. The importance of Imilchil festival for the nearby tribes. يعني أهمية هذا المهرجان للقبائل المجاورة. And C, you have the myth. Myth is الأسطورة. It's a historical or a traditional story about a place or a person or a group of people. The myth of Isli and Tislit. أسطورة إسلي وتسليت. The last idea you have is the symbolic offering of milk and dates. يعني الدلالة الرمزية ديال تبادل الحليب والتمر. إذن which of course which paragraph is talking about each idea. Yalla, let's read now the text. So please, if you want, you can stop the video and go to your textbook and read and do the exercise. If you want to do the exercise, of course. Otherwise, I want you please to follow with me. I'm going to read again the text and explain some unfamiliar words. Yalla, let's get started. Marriage ceremony in Imilchil. The Imilchil marriage ceremony takes place in the Atlas Mountains every year. هذه مفهومة. يعني الحفل ديال الزفاف في إميلشيل يعني كيكون في الأطلس، في يعني جبال الأطلس كل سنة. Two main Amazigh tribes participate in the festival. يعني جوج ديال القبائل رئيسية أمازيغية تشارك في هذا المهرجان which are أيت حديدو and أيت عزة. Hundreds of young men and women meet and marry at the 3-day event. يعني المئات من يعني الشباب والشابات يلتقون ويتزوجون خلال هذا يعني اللقاء الذي يستغرق أو لا يستمر لثلاثة أيام. Because the villages are snowbound for most of the year, the festival offers an occasion for trading, amusement and matrimony. إذا المعنى ديال هذه الفكرة لأن يعني لي فيلاج هاد يعني القبائل أو المناطق كتكون محاصرة بالثلج يعني لمعظم السنة، فإن المهرجان يوفر مناسبة ولا كيعطي فرصة لهاد القبائل أو لهاد الفيلجز للتجارة تريدين تجارة amusement الاستمتاع والتسلية واللعب and matrimony which is the main thing. يعني matrimony means marriage يعني الزواج. حنا a reddish brown organic dye is applied to the bride's hands and feet before the wedding to ward off the evil eye. يعني الحنة كيدار العروسة العروس كيدار يعني الأيادي ديالها والأرجل ديالها قبل هذا الزفاف من أجل التصدي للعين الشريرة للعين. tray هي الصينية. A tray is kept next to the bride with a sugar loaf, 2 raw eggs and some perfume. يعني كيدير واحد الصينية بجانب العروس، وشنو كيكون فيها؟ كيكون فيها sugar loaf اللي هو قالب السكر، جوج ديال البيضات اللي هي يعني فريش او الرو رو زعما باقي ما طيبه and some perfume وبعض العطر. On the next day في اليوم الموالي the dried henna is washed off leaving beautiful patterns which last for up to 6 weeks. يعني هذاك الحنة اللي تدار العروس كيتغسل وكيخلي موراه أشكال اللي هي جميلة والتي تبقى في اليد لمدة أو لا لأكثر من 6 أسابيع. Good. Let's move to the next paragraph. Hospitality is very important to Moroccans. إذن, if you still remember, we dealt with Moroccan human values in the last lesson of vocabulary, and we said hospitality is حسن الضيافة. يعني معروفة عند المغاربة تبارك الله. A host traditionally welcomes guests by offering them milk and dates. يعني واحد الشخص كيستقبل الناس ولا الضيوف وكيعطيهم الحليب والتمر. During the wedding ceremony خلال يعني الزفاف ولا الحفل the bride and groom share a bowl of milk and feed each other dates. يعني العروس والعريس يتقاسمون واحد الزلافة ديال الحليب ويطعمون بعضهم البعض التمر، ورمزيا هذا يعني becoming both guests and hosts for each other. guest هو ضيف، host هو مستضيف. إذا ملي كيتبادلوا الحليب والتمر كيعني أن كل واحد ضيف ومضيف. On the third day of the festivities اليوم الثالث للمهرجان ولا للاحتفال all the newly married couples must go to the lakes Isli and Tislit for a traditional visit. يعني اليوم الثالث جميع لي كوبل اللي تزوجوا يعني كيمشيو ضروري must go to كيمشيو لهاد البحيرات ديال إسلي وتسليت كيديروا واحد الزيارة تقليدية. It is believed that long ago a young man. فين جات هاد يعني الأسطورة ديال إسلي وتسليت؟ قال لك it is believed that long ago a young man married a young girl whose parents did not approve. يعني واحد الراجل أو واحد الشاب تزوج واحد الشابة، وبطبيعة الحال الآباء ديال البنت ولا ديال الفتاة ما راضيينش على داك الزواج ولا ما قابلينوش، وبالتالي the couple ran away and cried all night and their tears created the two lakes. هاد يعني الكوبل هربوا، وفي ديك البلاصة فاش كاين يعني البحيرة ديال إسلي وتسليت، يعني جلسوا فيها وكيبكيو يعني الليل كاملا، والدموع ديالهم خلقوا هاد البحيرات، واحد البحيرة ديال إسلي وواحدة ديال تسليت. هذا يعني ما تقول الأسطورة. So thank you so much for following. Now that we have explained the ideas and the words of the text, let's see the answer of the text of the exercise. So the first idea, the traditions related to marriage in Imilchil. Which paragraph? It's paragraph number 2. And B, the importance of Imilchil festival for the nearby tribes. It's of course paragraph 1, because it says that it's an occasion for the villages to buy and to sell and to amuse and also to get married. The next idea you have the myth of Isli and Tislit. So that's of course in paragraph number 4. So the last paragraph talks about the myth of Tislit and Isli. The last idea is the symbolic offering of milk and dates. It's clear, it's paragraph number 3. That's good. So now let's move to the last exercise. You have to go back to the text and find words or expressions that have the same meaning as these words or phrases. So you have the first word is happens. So you have to find another word that means happens. It can be a word or an expression or a phrase, okay? So this word or expression is in paragraph number 1, as you can see here, okay? Paragraph number 1. You have next one is prevent. To prevent, this is a verb. You will have to find its synonym in paragraph number 2. And one who receives guests, الذي يستقبل الضيوف. You have this word or expression in paragraph number 3. And the last one, agree, it's in paragraph number 4. Yalla, let's go back to the text and see or do this exercise. So let's start with the first one, which is to happen or happens. So the thing that I want you to know is in such exercises, when the teacher asks you to find a synonym or a phrase for some words in the text, you have to pay attention to the category of the word, the grammatical category. What is grammatical category? So it's verb, adjective, adverb, noun, etc. So if I give you a verb, you have to find a verb. If the verb is conjugated, you have to find a verb which is conjugated. If I give you an adjective, you have to give me an adjective, and so on. So here you have happens. It's a verb which is conjugated in simple present. So let's read quickly the first paragraph and see which or see the answer. The Imilchil marriage ceremony takes place in the Atlas Mountains every year. Two main Amazigh tribes participate in the festival, the Eid Hadidu and the Eid Uzza. Hundreds of young men and women meet and marry at the 3-day event. Because the villages are snowbound for most of the year, the festival offers an occasion for trading, amusement, and matrimony. So the answer, of course, is this. Sorry. So happens means takes place. Okay, so you can see that take has this s, which means it is conjugated. The next one you have is the next word. Let me see. The next word is to prevent. Henna, a reddish brown organic dye, is applied to the bride's hands and feet before the wedding to ward off the evil eye. A tray is kept next to the bride with a sugar loaf, 2 raw eggs, and some perfume. On the next day, the dried henna is washed off, leaving beautiful patterns which last for up to 6 weeks. So what is the synonym of the word to prevent here? It's of course to ward off. Okay, word off. تصدي للعين. The next word is one who receives guests. Hospitality is very important to Moroccans. A host traditionally welcomes guests by offering them milk and dates. During the wedding ceremony, the bride and groom share a bowl of milk and feed each other dates, thus symbolically becoming both guest and host for each other. So here we have we need just one word, which is this. مستقبل, a host, or مضيف. So it's a person who receives guests. يستقبل الضيوف. The last one is the last word is because I cannot go back to the last slide. I just remember from memory. So the word is let me see. Page 111. Yes, it's agree. D, paragraph 4. Let me read the fourth paragraph and see the answer. On the third day of the festivities, all the newly married couples must go to the lakes Isli and Tislit for a traditional visit. It is believed that long ago a young man married a young girl whose parents did not approve. The couple ran away and cried all night, and their tears دموع, created the 2 lakes. Lakes هم البحيرات. So the word is, of course, approve. Approve means to agree or to accept. Okay, it's when you accept. That's good. So this is the correction. Takes place, word of, host, approve. So we have come to the end of this video. No, I think we still have another exercise. Yes, follow up. So I want you please to write a short paragraph in which you tell us about a famous love story like this one of Isli and Tislit. Okay, or if you want, if you wish, you can send me an audio to the group I created for your class on WhatsApp. You can record your voice talking about this story, or you just write a very short, not a long paragraph, a very short paragraph in which you tell your classmates about a famous love story that is similar to the story of Isli and Tislit. So now I will tell you what to do concerning the lesson. So this is the lesson that you have to copy to your copy books. إذن هذا هو الدرس اللي غادي تنقلوا للدفتر. إذن write the date of today and unit 8 our cultural heritage as we do in the class, reading comprehension, marriage ceremony in Imilchil, and you write, you copy these exercises so you can see you have the answers. This is the first part and this is the last part in which you have synonyms. So this is it. Thank you for following. See you in another video.